Imagine a scenario where you want to print multiple values, like if you want to do repeated operations for that. So you will use something called a loop inside Python. So in this case, we are going to see for loop. So you can create a for loop by using the keyword for. So if you need to print the values from 1 to 10, like 0 to 9, for example, you can use built-in function. So for I, like item, this is our variable name in range. So range is the built-in function inside Python. So you can specify how long this want to go. So you specify your range over here. So you can do something like 10 over here and print. You can do something like item. So what this does is this will print the item. So if I run this program, you can see we have from 0 to 9. So that's in range of 10. But instead, if you want something like 1 to 10, you can give range 1 comma 11. So if you do that, and if you run this, you can see we have values starting from 1 and ending at 10. So that's how we use a range function inside a for loop. So this is like if you give 11 over here, it's not going to print 11. It comes till 11 and ends over there. And imagine you have something like a name, set of names over here, and it's like Sam, for example. Then you have something like Tim. Then you have something like Jerry. And if you want to print all these names, you can use a loop for that matter. So for item is a variable name. You can have like as short as I, or you can use something like element, for example. In name, we need to print all those things. So print element. So if we do that, what this does is element will be like each and every single string inside this. So it'll and get the first one, that is name of 0, name of 1, and name of 2. So you can see like Sam, Tim, and Jerry printed out. Inside loops, you can have like nested loops, for example. So imagine you have like numbers, for example. So let me create 2. Actually, num1 is equals 1 2 3 4 5. And imagine you have like second one like num underscore 2 as 6 7 8 9. Okay, 6 4 8 9, let it be. And if we want to get all the possible combinations of like 1 6 1 4 1 7 1 8 1 9, something like this, want to get all possible combinations, you can use a loop inside a loop. So for I in num1, for example, and for j in num2, we can use print of I comma j. So if we do this, this is going to print out every possible combination of all these numbers. So here you can see like 1 with all these values. So 1 with 6 4 7 8 9. So 1 with 6 4 7 8 9. Then 2 with 6 4 7 8 9. You can see the combination over here. So that's how we use nested loop inside a loop. So if you have some other condition, and do that. And for the next case, we can have like breaks and continue statements inside a loop, for example, to control the flow of your loop. So imagine you have a loop like for I in num1, and basically you are printing out all these values. So print of I for this case, and if we do this, this is going to give us like all the values 1 2 3 4 5. And if you want to like stop when it reaches 3, for example, you can do something like you can give an if statement. So if I equals 3, you can like print something if you want, or you can exit out right away. So let's print something like hello 3 for this case. So print of hello 3, and we need to exit out of the program. So break. So if we run this, you can see like 1 2, and when it reaches 3, it just executes this code, that is hello 3, then it exits out. So it's not going to run after that. So it's not going to print this 4 or 5 for that matter. But instead, we can also use a statement to continue. So instead of this, if we replace this one with continue, what this does is this will check for the condition, this will run this code, then it will continue its regular program. So you can see 1 2 3 hello 3 when it reaches 3, and it prints 4 and 5. So that's how we use break and continue inside a loop. Depending on your use case, you may need to use multiple break or continue statements inside your program. So this helps actually in some error handling situations if you like. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope this one was helpful. I hope you all have a wonderful day.